I thought I'd shoot a quick video about all the benefits of open web floor trusses. And because I'm mostly building this 48-foot tall multi-generational passive ICF house on my own, I decided to go ahead and spend a little extra money on the open web floor truss system instead of just regular TGIs. So one of the benefits of open web floor trusses is you can see that they are actually built out of 2x4s, which is a lot safer in the unlikely event of a fire. It's a lot safer for the firefighters to come in with something like this instead of just regular TGIs. The other benefit for me is because I'm going to be pulling all the Romex and all of the PEX. It's super easy to pull it because they are open web floor trusses. Also, in terms of heating and cooling, our backup plan is to use ductless mini splits, and so I really don't need to do much duct work. But even in terms of the plumbing, putting those pipes through, that's a lot easier. And so that's one benefit. Another benefit has to do with installing subfloor. I'm actually not permanently installing it right now. I'm only temporarily putting this up on the 3rd floor. But you can see with those 2x4s, I have a lot more space to work with in terms of installing subfloor. One of the other things is, surprisingly enough, going 2 feet on center, I'm going to end up with a rock solid floor. Now, for those of you who know anything about 2 feet on center, and especially with this thinner OSB flooring that I've got, I'll just give you a little demonstration. So see all that flex? So 2 feet on center, you end up with a lot of flex. But the amount of money that I am saving, because open web floor trusses are not necessarily cheap. So the amount of money that I'm saving, it allows me to pay for another sheet of OSB. Now let's do the same thing where I'm bouncing up and down. Look at how rock solid that is. And also in between the 2 pieces of OSB, I'll be putting mass loaded vinyl, which will also help with the foot traffic, footfalls from above. And then the thing that will also help with just regular sound is on top of this second layer of OSB subfloor, I will be putting a cork underlayment. So that cork also helps with the sound. So because it is multi-generational, that'll make it so that we don't necessarily have to hear our kids and grandkids and everyone else up above or below. Another one of the advantages of, especially with ICF, of the open web floor trusses is, as long as you have access to a crane, then it was really easy to drop them in. Let me see if I can get down. Drop them into, actually I'll walk over here so you can see it. So I'm using the ICF Watkins hanger system. So I just drop them into that ICF Watkins hanger, and now my walls are filled with concrete, so this whole thing is spanning. I've got a 34-foot span, and normally there'd be a lot of deflection, especially because these trusses are only 12 inches deep. There'd be a lot of deflection. So I'd be able to stand in the middle of this, and even with my extra OSB, you'd be getting some vibration. So that's the reason why you see this 15-inch glue-lam beam that goes down the center of, I'll walk over here, it's a little bit easier to see it. It goes down the center of the house, and that makes it so that the 12-inch open web floor trusses are now only spanning about 17 feet, 16 feet or so. So once I get all of the extra pieces of, once I install this flooring system for real, then this is going to be a rock solid, very nice and quiet system. And all of the extra OSB, all of the mass loaded vinyl, all of the cork, I'm able to purchase all of that because instead of going 16 inches on center with my open web floor trusses, I'm doing 24 inches on center. So hopefully that gives you a little bit to think about if you are DIY building a ICF house. And hopefully some of these tips are helpful, so be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.